Was how do you include children on the spouse or a fiance visa case? What is that process? What does that look like? What steps are involved? And with the spouse visa process, there's really three main steps. And that's how it is with children too. That's just how it will be with children cases, is what I meant to say. And the first step is a petition. With a spouse visa petition, you're proving you have a relationship that's real based on love. And then you would have to file a petition for any children that you're wanting to bring to the United States. So it's a completely separate case, and it starts as two separate cases, or three or four, depending on how many children. So that's the very first step. And then after that's approved, then it moves on to the National Visa Center. The National Visa Center is the place where they are collecting all of your very important documents, make sure you're qualified to be scheduled for an interview. This is where that dreaded affidavit of support comes into play, having to provide taxes and prove that you make enough to support your family members that you're bringing to receive green cards. And then from there, there will be a consular or embassy interview at a U.S. embassy or consulate abroad. And so the process for children, pretty similar to that spouse visa process. And because they are separate cases, oftentimes we will have to reach out to immigration when it gets to that interview phase to make sure interviews are all scheduled on the same day. So that's the spouse visa side if you're including children. And fiance, pretty similar. The children that are included on the case will follow that same path, and they will get a K2 visa, and then the primary fiance will receive that K1 visa. So for the fiance visa, including children, just a bit different. There isn't going to be a separate application on the onset of the case. Children will just be included on that same form with your fiance. And then you'll move on to that National Visa Center process. And it's at that point where there's going to be separate online applications and separate interview packets and separate affidavits of support and things of that nature that will be prepared for each child. And just like in the spouse visa, in the fiance visa case, there is an interview and children would attend that interview as well. The fiance and any children would enter the United States together. Once the fiance and once you're married and once you're married on that fiance visa, then you'll move on to the green card process. And there will be separate green card applications for each child. So hopefully for the viewer who asked that question, really great question. Hopefully that gives you some clarity, gives you that 30,000 foot view so you can kind of understand that path for any children that would be included on the application. And again, for those of you who are just joining us live, or if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, I invite you over to our Facebook page, Immigration for Couples. Like us, follow us. We have these weekly live immigration attorney chats to provide support to couples who are going through the immigration journey. And we also have a free resource center on our website, immigrationforcouples.com. The resource center is very robust, and it will provide you with information whether you're just starting out or in the middle of your immigration journey.